It's time to put the Patriot way to bed. Best way to do that is to pick 'em up and put 'em in the dirt. This is the Raiders' house. Raider Nation, baby. Mark Davis finally smartened up and kicked Josh McDaniels to the curb for the Raiders' new head coach, Antonio Pierce. Antonio Pierce is a former NFL player, played at the linebacker position, and also went on to win the Super Bowl with the New York Giants. And coincidentally, the New York Giants is who he'll be facing for his first NFL game as a head coach. And good news coming your way, the Raiders are gonna start the rookie, Aidan O'Connell, one of this year's draft picks from Purdue. In college, he had excellent accuracy, completing 70% of his passes. And he has one ability that Jimmy Garoppolo just doesn't have, and that's the deep ball. I imagine this offense is going to look a lot better being able to throw the deep ball and get some of our star players and wide receivers in the mix, like Jacoby Myers and Devontae Adams. Maybe we even get to see a little bit more of Hunter Renfrow. And I'm hoping if the Raiders can get the deep game going down the field, Josh Jacobs will be able to eat. It looks like all the players are rallying around the young rookie, and things are looking very optimistic. Smiles in the building with a real positive attitude moving forward. Now, it's not going to be easy for the Raiders to come out of a hole starting the season with 3 wins and 5 losses. The next team the Raiders are going to be facing are the New York Giants. They've only won 2 games this year. This is a winnable game, very winnable game for the Las Vegas Raiders. I feel like as long as we don't got Jimmy Garoppolo at quarterback, we should be doing all right. Jimmy Garoppolo was not the answer, and hopefully we do not have to see him again this year. Head coach Antonio Pierce has made his very first addition to the Raiders locker room, middle linebacker Jaylen Smith. With Antonio Pierce being a linebacker coach, I imagine he has had his eye on this guy for a little while, believing that he could be a great addition to the Las Vegas Raiders defense. And with the Raiders linebacker room getting a little banged up, Luke Masterson was injured last week, and so was Robert Spillane. So this should be a good addition. Also, Tyree Wilson. Every week we have seen him improve a little bit more. I believe this game will be his first game with a sack on the season. That's another thing to watch for this week against the Giants. Now, this week has looked pretty good out here in the desert for the Las Vegas Raiders head coach Antonio Pierce. Get a lot of good vibes and good energy. Talks about getting the star players involved this week. And you know we got a lot of good players on this team. I'm just happy for a change. Happy we don't got to see Josh McDaniels on the sideline anymore. It was time for a change. In the interviews with the Raiders players, it sounds like they are all embracing the idea of the rookie starting, really getting behind him, saying that he is more mature and wise beyond his years. And that's all music to my ears. I just want to see the Raiders win. Just win, baby. And see Josh Jacobs like we seen him last year. The leading rusher in the NFL needs to get back to that kind of standard, that kind of performance. That's definitely the question this week. Can the Raiders turn it around? And don't forget, if you like this kind of Raider content and want to get more of it, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe before you leave. But before we wrap this thing up, I'm going to go ahead and give you the injury report the Raiders have let out before this game against the Giants. First off, we have a few linebackers that are ruled out for Sunday's game. Luke Masterson is ruled out for Sunday's game. Devon Diablo is ruled out for Sunday's game. And the real questionable thing for me is Robert Spillane is questionable, and we cannot afford to lose Robert Spillane. He is a captain on the defense and helps organize where the players are going, relays the play calls, and is a true veteran in the backfield there. Also, we have offensive lineman Munford Jr. He stepped in for Jermaine Illuminor. The game after we played the Chargers, Illuminor was banged up, allowing multiple sacks for Khalil Mack. And we still missing Khalil Mack. And as most people know, Darren Waller got traded to the Jets. My bad, I meant the Giants. So when we're playing the Giants this next week, we're looking for Darren Waller. But guess what? He's out with an injury. But that's nothing new because he wasn't around much the last couple years for the Raiders. Maybe it was a good trade. Gonna go ahead and wrap things up here. We went over the new head coach. We went over Jaylen Smith, the linebacker that the Raiders picked up. We also went over the injury report and some of the things that we think about. Aidan O'Connell is going to start. I wanted to give a shout out also. You know, this is a Raider Nation. And make sure you hit that like and subscribe before you leave. But I want to also give a shout out to some of these other Raider content creators that I listen to and that you guys would probably enjoy too. You know, Rince over there at Chat Sports. Great to listen to. Lunatic with Raiders Allegiance. Shout out to you. Shout out to Oklos. What is it? Oklos Vegas over there. You know, Wasted Talent. Alex, Raider Alex. I'm sure I'm missing somebody or a few different guys on there that have also given me a shout out on their channel. So I wanted to pay respect and give shout outs on my channels, and we're all one Raider Nation here. So let's keep it that way. It's a Raider Nation. Just win, baby. Commitment to excellence. The quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. Raider Nation. Just win, baby.